stormy seas.
Myślałem, że już nie będzie mówić nic.
She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears.
Jakie te dźwięki są
As seen by
przyjemne.
our inner eye. But what if each one of us
To jest chyba pierwsza gra, w której jest dźwięk 3D, w którą gram.
and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted,
Albo po prostu...
you must accept
Nie, w sumie nie mam innego
that
powodu.
yours might be too.
Są jakieś inne gry z głosem 3D, podobnym do tego?
You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Dlaczego? Why?
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so
Ma
weak
kozacką
to ask
kreskę
this?
na głowie.
Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer
Czerwoną.
that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
It's not real.
Niebieskie
It's a
światło.
trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. You know he can't be here. It's impossible. Dillian.
Come to me. Please.
Nie ma go.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards.
Głosy w jej głowie się nie zgadzają z sobą. A ona to jest martwa, prawie. I coraz dalej ma tą rękę. Chwilę temu walczyłem z, nie wiem czy to boss był, ale z takim panem jak w Resident Evilu w filmie. Z taką fajną, dużą siekierką.
There it is. You're imagining this. It's Dillian.
Podobno przy każdym zgonie ta korupcja leci coraz wyżej, wyżej, wyżej. Jak dojdzie do głowy, to traci się wszystkie postępy.
It was.
A przynajmniej tak mówiła gra.
We touch. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come
Truskawka, limonka. Zamieć. Piłeś zamieć kiedyś? CSX-ie?
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she
Zamieć.
barely left the house.
Albo z drugiej strony
Her father's inbound made sure.
Blizzard.
Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world,
Możliwe.
like this one. Barren.
W końcu to ta firma Blizzard też jest francuska. Ale fajny statek. Biegnij! Właściwie jej imieniem mogłem nazwać Hipka. Nie Hippo Hellblade, tylko Hippo Senu coś tam. Stronę światła.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your
Prawie. Tamta też była z jakiejś mroku wyszła. A ta jest po prostu w helu.
Lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree.
Helheimie.
Remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world,
Właściwie z bossami dwoma już walczyłem. Pominęły cię dwa bossy CSX.
the gloom
Surtur i coś tam na V.
first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
O, ale muzyki ci się spodobają CSX to raczej. Soundtrack. Zastanawiam się, co to są te z kropką. Ja chyba jedną minąłem.
Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword.
A, faktycznie masz rację.
Whomever can release it. Many try,
Harów,
but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch.
masz rację.
His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it.
Na biało są podświetlone
Sigmund
te, które mam
refuses it.
zdobyte.
So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast.
No to trochę udało mi się
When
ominąć
they
już.
arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome.
Tym razem masz rację.
King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Gdzieś tam udało mi się ominąć, wiem jednego. Myślałem, że po prostu było kawałek statku. A tu takie coś. Jakiś tunel tam jest. Ale to zaraz. Bo gdzieś dosłownie tu widziałem dosłownie takie samo. Tam jest jeszcze żyjący statek nadal. Nie rozbity. Mogę się wrócić w ogóle? Nie, dobra. To kolejny... A, tu to jest! Dobra, jestem ślepy. Po prostu. Chciałem powiedzieć kolejny przepad, ale jednak nie do końca.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with
Nie wiem,
honey
po co się
to smear
przyglądam
on
temu.
Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, That night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Co się stało? No i nie wiadomo. Dobra, spróbuję wejść do tego tunelu. Dobra, kraty tu są jakieś. Więc może być ciężko. Pytanie, czy iście dalej jest na górze, czy tam? Ale spróbuję wejść na górę. Co to miało być? Chyba nie da się wejść na górę. To jest taka oszukana drabina. O, dobra, jednak się wspina. Jest kolejna.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge.
Okay.
And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death.
Jestem jakoś w połowie gry. Według kapliczek.
One that is cold of heart.
Jeszcze 3 kapliczki i będzie połowa jakoś. Chyba dobrze idę, skoro to była kolejna kapliczka po tamtej zaraz. A, to jest tu! Czy to nie jest tu? Wait. Stąd wychodziłem chwilę temu, nie? To jest ten most, na którym było to coś. Nie wiem, czy to była Hela, czy to było. Ale dobra. To jednak chyba muszę iść tam, gdzie chciałem na początku. Szybsze zejście. Nie wiem, po co w sumie tam ta drabina jest tam. A no właśnie, Rofle. Jeśli będziesz chciała się zaopatrzyć w Hellblade'a, to chyba za tydzień jest wyprzedaż na Steamie. Nowa. Za tydzień albo półtora? Coś takiego. W sensie wyprzedaże. Z okazji chińskiego Nowego Roku. Jak dobrze kojarzę, mają być wtedy. Więc Hellblade bardzo realny, bardzo realna szansa jest, że będzie. Najlepiej dodaj sobie na listę życzeń.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last.
Pamiętaj, żeby grać na słuchawkach. O, kolejny. Słuchajmy historii dalej.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfiotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Chyba najbardziej porąbana śmierć. Bycie pogrzebanym żywcem. Gorsze niż utonięcie. Samo utonięcie jest przejebane. Podobno. Światłość! Coś z dźwiękiem się zrypało przez chwilę. A to wygląda jak scena z Metro Exodusa. Dosłownie z samego końca gry Metro Exodusa.
Even fight. It's just deception.
How does he
Końca
suppose
cinematika
he's
ostatniego.
recalled the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Dlaczego tak mówisz? Bo idę w stronę drzewa? Jest taka urocza muzyka? Pozytywna? I ptaszki słychać. Korzenie drzewa są większe miliardkrotnie niż ja. To jest Yggdrasil.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
Czemu po takim czasie się
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
pokazał napis?
Oh, Zenu's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
Cześć Goldenson. Ach, Hellblade fajny.
Well,
Podoba mi się.
I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you. Make you
Mówili, że
feel
znowu jest mrocznie, Rofle. Ale drzewko nadal jest.
it only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Uciszył się. A po drugie, czy ja mam miecz za sobą, czy mi się wydaje? Cały w sensie.
Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Koniec części pierwszej. A, dobra, to jest ten. Nie wiem jak to się nazywa. Na P to się jakoś nazywało. Na miecz.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here.
Może być.
You won't survive.
Na początku chciałem powiedzieć puklerz, ale to jest chyba pancerz.
Maybe it's a sign.
Jak mam tam przejść?
What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting
Dobra,
for
dobrze, że nie przeszedłem, bo tu jest chyba historia. Halo, to wygląda jak idealne miejsce na ten. Historię. Z tymi runami. Dobra, tarcza, mój błąd. Pamiętam to z Diablo, ale Diablo dawno nie grałem. O, tam jest. I na początku tam idę. Czy to jest kolejna? Czy jakąś uda mi się już ominąć? Nie, to jest kolejna.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored.
Czemu akurat historia jest o nim w ogóle?
But only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Jak dobrze rozumiem, w tym rozdziale została jeszcze jedna runa do znalezienia. Jak dobrze rozumiem po tym, że... Cicho. Że... kropki tu są pomiędzy nimi. Więc zgaduję, że to jest coś w stylu rozdziału.
Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death.
Zgubiłem się.
Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out.
Stąd chyba przychodziłem, nie?
Only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your hearts.
O, i jest ostatni. Chyba. Jej, ostatni! A potem jest kropka.
Here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many
W tym rozdziale zdobyłem wszystkie. Jeszcze nigdy tak nie miałem, żebym wszystkie
An old
zdobył.
man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin,
zgadłem.
and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Rem. Nie gram, tylko gram rem tam było napisane. Więc albo dziwnie się doczyta, albo coś tu było źle napisane. I do drzewa! Trzeba wejść. A miecz tu jest, jo? To jest ten miecz, o którym była mowa? Czy to był jakiś Excalibur?
Imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Tak, to on.
Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin.
To ta opowieść miała sens.
Sigmund, a great warrior.
Że w tym miejscu się pojawiła.
It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard?